What's up, guys? I'm here to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 229 of Undead, Unluck, which is known as Re-Return, which is interesting. It's also interesting because we are currently not with Fang and Time right now. We are, in fact, I think with War, Billy, and... Is that... Yeah, that's... I don't know, I'm intrigued. It seems like we are just hopping around bit by bit by bit because we had the Gina chapter, then we immediately Well, actually, no, we've had like a series of chapters because we had the Julia chapter, then we had the Gina chapter, then we had the martial arts trio chapter, and now we have the war chapter. And notably, in all of these instances, none of them have actually got to complete any of their real objectives. I mean, they started, but interesting. I wonder if this is going to be the pattern we're going to follow, or if we are going to, like, finish off one. Obviously, Andy and Fuuko have to go last, but stuff. I'm intrigued. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into it. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact, I don't know what it is. Tezuka Sensei cooks with these designs, bro. Like, there has not been... Let me think. Some designs are weird. I'll admit. Tatiana's still, like, from character concept to design, it's a little strange. It's a little strange. But, like, outside of that, almost every single design has been a banger, but honestly, the master rules have taken it to another level. Like, there's not a single one of their designs that I dislike. And notably, they all have, like, multiple phases, too. And so far, there has yet to be one of the 10 we've seen so far that I can complain about. And some of them represent their appearance in very interesting ways. Like, honestly, Time is one of my favorite designs, and they have one of the most simple ones in comparison to someone like War here, who looks really, really clean. So honestly, look at this. But let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into chapter 229, Re-Return. Let's see. These are my favorite. No, I gave Time that same old voice. Hold on, let me see if I can just put some bass into it. These are my favorite weapons. They put human karma on full display. Huh. Oh, shoot. That's interesting. So, like, in this universe, did landmines come before War, or did they become after? Like, that's the thing. I don't know. Because the Undead Unluck universe is a lot different from ours, despite being very, very similar in, like, the macro sense. So, like, I wonder, who got it first? Did War ultimately become better and better and better and stronger and stronger and stronger alongside humanity? Or did they have everything and then humanity just copied it? Like, at least in some interpretations of Ares from DC, for example, everything that ever constitutes violence was just one of Ares' weapons that fell down to Earth. Or not fell down to Earth, but was copied. Like, humans saw it and then made it based off of Ares' own weapons. This goes from, like, modern weaponry to ancient weaponry. Ares never copied. At least that's in some interpretations. It's vice versa in others. And sometimes they're kind of tied, sometimes they're not. Like, it really depends. DC changes up the lore with Wonder Woman especially all the time. Like, all the time. And I'm not talking just about the absolute run, just in general. But I wonder if that's the case for, like, War, too. What happens? Like, I don't know. For Sick, how does that work? Are you the origin of all disease? Or, like, certain ones, and then new mutations happen, and then you get access to them? I don't know. Let's see. Landmines, huh? That's against the rules. I see what you did there, Billy. Okay, let's show him, Tella. Human war. Billy's so clean, though. Honestly, I get why Fuuko didn't want to use Remember, but it really would have been interesting. Honestly, I know Nico got his back, and it didn't really change too much, because he got what he wanted in the end. He got Ichigo back, which is what mattered the most to him. But it would have been interesting to really see Billy in, like, his whole perspective on working with Fuuko. Of course, he came around towards Fuuko at the end, right? Like, he had no choice in the matter, really. Fuuko did loop. But still, I wonder what he would feel, considering his whole perspective on all of this is so different because of Fuuko. I wonder what his original memories mixing with his new memories, what would that do for him? Remember, it was such an interesting plot point that was really waiting to pop off, and so far it hasn't. But who knows? There's still time. But at the same time, I think we've gone so far without it to prove that we don't need it. They don't need their original memories. And we've gone out, and for the characters who did need their original memories to do certain things, such as Nico and now Julia, in order to get Juiz back, they've had their ways to do it. Like, and ironically enough, both came through Apocalypse. So we've worked our way around it. Let's see. Tell you about to cook? Ooh, okay. Just land on the ground and detonate again. Darn! I can barely tell what's happening here. What is this? Oh, okay, so, man, the whole ground was just laced. So they legit would have had to keep flying in order to deal with that. Yeah, makes sense. Let's see. Self-removal? No. Mind removal. You think yourselves a pair of goody two-shoes? Interesting choice. I mean, they're most likely just tacticians. Like that's the most wise thing, because they need to walk, so they might as well run into the problem directly, considering it's not going to go away. Let's see. Okay, from the smoke. Ooh, interesting. Just something lunges out at him from the ground. It looks like it's Billy in probably an Unchained Spear. He blasted the charge at me with an Unchained... Yeah, okay. He blasted the charge at me with an Unchained Spear. Nice use of your environment. Incredible. Oh, see, honestly, that's another one of my favorite things. I do like when the enemies, but especially in Undead Unluck, considering there are like rules. Like these, they look like people. They sound like people. They can talk like people. But ultimately, they are like concepts laid bare. I do like that they like have genuine respect for some of their opponents and stuff like this. And it is interesting because war is their matchup, but realistically, none of their abilities have to directly do with war. Like Fuuko and Andy are literally fighting luck and death. Like they're actually genuinely fighting their parents. Meanwhile, Fang kind of fought. But then again, time and change, while they're similar, they aren't unified. But ultimately, there are some of those matchups like that. That are legit just, here's you, here's me. We have the rule of change versus Gina, right? A mom-kid or parent-child matchup. But this is very specifically roundabout. But it works because war is so heavily tied into both Billy and Tella's backstory. But interesting. Let's see what Billy's about to cook. Battle brings out the strength of depravity. Brings out the strength and depravity of people. That's the best part of war. I mean, he's not wrong though. Think about. It's always sad to me whenever I think of this fact. But ultimately, the biggest technical innovations always came during war. Industrial Revolution, war. Flight, okay, not flight. I think flight is like one of the ones that's like not necessarily immediately tied to war as far as I know. But like, still, a lot of humanity's biggest leaps and developments and explosions of technically strength and also depravity came from war and conflict. Heck, we learned how to split the atom and not to make nuclear reactors to suddenly produce more clean and stable energy. No, to destroy people. Yeah, war be doing that. I was like, oh, ooh, Tella, what you doing up there, boy? Sound reflection. Okay. But this is the thing. I wonder how much damage they can do to these guys. But sound reflection, ooh, he got him with a 4-piece combo. Very interesting. Oh, no, it's not even a 4-piece combo. It looks like... So what's the initial reflection point? Is this... Okay, so there are two... Okay. Let me get the vision here. So there's this one, which bounces off this one, which bounces off this one, which bounces off this. There's probably one behind. Interesting. That's a lot. That's a lot of abilities. Let's see. You're getting the wrong idea. War has rules too. You said it. I mean, that's true. That's true. There are rules. And also, in this case, war literally is a rule. So it does work out. Let's see. What? The only things you can stake on war are the lives of us. Oh, wait, no, this is Billy. The only things you can stake on war are the lives of us soldiers. War isn't mass slaughter. I won't justify war, but it's the one option humans have at their disposal. Oh, it is one option humans have at their disposal. I mean, once again, not necessarily wrong. Like the birth of many nations. Many nations is from war and conflict. While war is like the more grand scheme of thing when we think about it, technically even a conflict between two people is a war. A war between two sides. A battle between two sides. So, yeah, he's right. In a way, it's the one option you always have. You can always resort to violence. Typically, you don't want to. If there are other ways, you don't. But yeah, violence is always there. Just waiting to be used. He's fast. A multi-activation. Oh, a multi-activation went from too deep and raspy to not deep and raspy enough. He's fast. A multi-activation with unstoppable. That's not... I can't even understand what I'm saying. He's fast. A multi-activation with unstoppable. After countless conflicts, people started to create rules around fighting. Oh no, Shen, my glorious king, please, my back, I'm begging you now, please. Let's see. Okay, so that's Yusai, I think. That's Shen. That's Gina. I actually don't know who that is on the top of my notebook. Let's see. People risk their lives for the sake of others, while challenging and fighting one another within a set of rules, even if it means their own death. Ooh. I mean, he's spit. Yeah, it's true. Andy, Gotcha. And that's interesting. How does that work against their parents in particular? Like, how does that, like, if you're fighting the embodiment of luck and you try to use unluck on it, wouldn't it just cancel out? Wouldn't nothing would happen? And look, and what happens when you try to kill death? Like, does that work? Like, and notably, once again, going back to a DC reference, strangely enough, which honestly, despite how much I know about it, I don't really talk about it too much on the channel, but DC is another series I am pseudo obsessed with. Technically, at least in the endless run, where we get to meet all the different endless that govern over DC's creation, essentially, like they supposedly exist in the highest realm, but you know, there's complications with every single new thing DC has, from Perpetua to so on, and well, Perpetua, then the hands, and those outside creation. Though I think the endless are meant to still be implied above all that. I don't know. They haven't, at least from off the top of my dome piece, I don't think they've had a recent run that sort of like clarifies where they stand in the grand scheme of things. I think they may still just be like clearly up top. But that's the thing. Ultimately, at the end of everything, including the universe itself, it's implied that the death of the endless will just close the door. Where they go is unknown. A lot of people theorize they like go back to the source and just wait until another universe is born and then come back and close that door eventually too. But still, it's interesting. I wonder how it would be applied in the Undead Unluck universe, considering it is so unique. That is. Mm-hmm. And death is such an interesting visit here too. It's so solemn, but yet simple. Ooh, my. What is that? He split straight down the middle from what? Oh, that's akin to Moon back there. Is that, did Shannon Moe come to help? Let's see. How people fight. The rest is up to you, Julia. Oh, okay, so we're cutting all over the place. All right, let's see. Oh, we got Soul here? All right. It seems that each and every one of these don'ts state everything on you, but it's useless. The output that a single person's soul can manage doesn't amount to anything. I think we know this just wrong. I think we know this just like genuinely incorrect. Like we know the truth, Bucker. We've seen it. We've seen like that you're incorrect. You're wrong. But let's see. And you are soul, so I know you lying. You gaslighting right now. Let's see. Ooh, who's this? I am the original rule. Soul. The ruler of your fundamental rules. Then how come you kept losing to injustice, Buckaroo? How come you kept losing to injustice? Huh? What you mean? What you mean? And in fact, I don't think justice is a fundamental rule. That's interesting. Where is Julia, or in this case, Juiz's like hard counterpart? I don't know. The ruler of your fundamental rules. They aren't rules that people like. They aren't rules that people like yourselves, who've only ever been born, who've only just been born, understand. Not on my watch! Go, Julia! You meeting undead is the key to manifesting injustice, right? So what, but what about, maybe Victor just explaining his situation would be it? Maybe that would be enough. Maybe that's what triggered. That's interesting. That's, of all the different triggers I thought it would be, I'm actually shocked it would be that, of all things. And interesting that Nico knows too. But then again, maybe he was told in the previous loop, and then he got those memories back from Apocalypse. Let's see. You meeting undead is the key to manifesting injustice, right? Unforgettable, huh? It's useless. I won't let you go to undead. He's built like that for real. But okay, Glorious King Top coming in with the unbreakable defense. That's still interesting though. Soul, despite clearly being the original and most powerful of all the rules, still cannot overcome them. He's still limited by powers that are possessed by those with specific souls and specific soul data. So even though he is the rule of soul and he has dominion over all of them, it's still not strong enough. He's still not great. He's still bound by the rules of the game, even though arguably he is the source of the rules of the game. That's like someone creating, I mean, I guess it kind of is just like life though. Like you create a game, but you can't necessarily control what goes on in it. You're like a game master, like sort of, well, essentially kind of like a dungeon master in D&D. Yeah, you create the story, but you cannot control what the players are doing within it, and you can only work around them. And this is Soul's way of working around them. It's kind of like, now personally, I don't do D&D myself, but I've heard all the horror stories of certain DMs who are like, I planned out the super elaborate, top-of-the-line, crazy thing, only for the players to immediately viciously one-shot said thing. through some unknown means I didn't think of, and now I had to create another boss on the spot. That's kind of what Soul's doing here. He cannot override the soul strength of the players, quote unquote, despite being the dungeon master. And now he's trying to work his way around to adapt to them. It's probably gonna fail though, but let's see. Gonna get to Undead? A soul wall? You piece of garbage. Oh, okay, so it's a wall. I thought he was trying to hit top of an attack. Your feet are fast, but that's all they are. Oh, darn! Okay, I guess it was not a wall. It was a whole blast. Golly. Darn! Now you're all out of allies. Juiz. That's not Juiz, bro. That's Julia. You fool! You fool! Let's see. Time to end this. All of it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. What is happening? Uh-oh, so what you see? What you see, big dog? What you see, big dog? I'm far from giving up. Okay, this... If Soul, don't fumble this bag, but please! Let's see. Oh, wait. That'd actually be kind of crazy. I'm gonna call something because I had opened up to the previous. I opened up to 227 by accident when I was going to record. We saw Andy split earlier. What if half of him regenerates as Andy and stays there, but he segmented the part that is Victor, and then sent that down to wherever Juiz is? And maybe that's why Soul's freaking geek here. Let's see. I will become injustice and save everyone. Is that so? Die. So I was like, cool story, bro. Perish. Let's see. Okay, never mind. The soul race, you don't even need no Victor. Okay, I see you, Juiz. Golly, that's, well, not Juiz, Julia. I see you, that soul power is swole, golly. What? How was she withstanding this? A strand? You're the one who doesn't understand souls. But he is souls. But he is though. Like he is that concept though. Maybe he doesn't, but then again, you can be the master, the originator, the origin of something, and still not fully understand your creation. Or understand what you have dominion over. Like, I get that. I've seen it before. I've created many things, and yet I still do not fully understand them. So I get that, especially on a scale as broad and diverse and as dangerous in this universe as the property of Soul. It's very likely that Soul just doesn't know everything that could happen. He knows a lot, but not everything. Let's see. Who doesn't understand souls? She's getting power from a different individual soul. Souls are connected. I'm like half an octave off from Haley Joel Osment in Kingdom Hearts 1. So to hit, my heart's connected to all those who I care for. There's no such rule. Oh yeah. Oh, they don't look as old. Kunchi had the eternity. True soul wave. Oh, what is that? Oh. Wait, no. Y'all are out of juice. Please don't do this. Julia, now! She's got backup. Yes, she does. Shit. Boy, please. Please. Ah! Untruth? What is time doing? Currently fighting a genuine tweak out. Let's see. Okay, so he cut off half his interesting. So are they fighting above the round? I didn't think about that. I guess they could literally be fighting above the round table. But let me guess, he's gonna turn to Victor. Julia! He's like, I'm in half. And I do not have vocal cords right now, but let me hit you with one. Come here! Untruth was just the opening move. Yeah, making him do the exact opposite of what he wanted to do. Smart. So he gets blasted with the soul cannon instead. Okay. Coming! Idiot! No, you don't! Uh-oh. No, you don't! Let's see. He's tweaking. What did he see? Look at Ichigo coming in clutch. Going in clutch. W wife, bro. W and wife. I'm proud of my boy Nico. So she used her own soul to chain Soul down. Unsleep? Was that gonna knock him out? What is this? Oh, golly! Okay, Julia, go get those memories, dog. Straight into his skull. That's crazy. You're needed, Victor. Okay, so I was half right. I thought Victor himself was gonna fall down, but no, he does need to be specifically reawakened. by Julia. Okay. W chat. We leaped a lot. We leaped around a lot. We had a little diatribe on war from Billy, Tella, and War himself, obviously. Then we took a little bit of a break from that, just a teeny tiny bit of a break, to check in on some of the other battles. And I'll admit, so far, I think, relatively speaking, Billy and Tella are doing the best against their Master Rule. Because, like, by the time we start the chapter, War is already decently damaged, or at least what looks like decently damaged. So the fact that they're cooking War like that, that's kind of crazy. War, you gotta fought her, my G. And then we do get a bit of progress on Luck and Luck and Death, or Death and Death and Luck versus Unluck. Before with Undead and Unluck. Golly, I tried to say the series name backwards and my brain just wouldn't let me. But we don't get too much. But the splitting of Andy's head is an interesting detail here. I wonder why that was considered unlucky. Because very specifically, she touches him, and then that causes his head to split in half. But that's exactly what they needed, or at least his body split in half. But that's exactly what they needed to do. So I'm shocked that that actually did anything. If anything, you'd think it'd do have the opposite effect, where the unlucky thing would be his head falling forward somehow into the hands of Death or into the hands of Luck. Let's see. And then, of course, we finish off with Soul versus Julia. I do like the idea, though, that the Master Rules, and this sort of has been dealt, and the Master Rules ultimately, while they are the embodiment and the source of said rules, a consistent theme so far is that while they are them, they do not fully understand them, and there are many applications. They have genuinely underestimated humanity through years upon years upon years of inaction, and has been consistently ignoring humanity's evolution and their own understanding of their very rules. I like that. I really like where we get to see the idea and storytelling of stagnancy versus progression. And this is real good. But if you made it all the way to the end of this video, please leave Vol. V-O-U-L. Victor Soul. I was going to just say Victor Soul, but just because it'd be funnier, leave Vol. V-O-U-L in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that little notification so you don't miss out on any music coming to the channel. Also do have a Patreon down below where you support me for as low as $1, get a $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Some of those perks will include the live reactions where this series I happen to review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and become a $25 Patreon or a $25 member. You can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below where you can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with the pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Zara, Greyhound, Eternal Flame, Redwolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, Glacier XZ, and G Prosper. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 members, A+A, Ignil Lind, Kevin Encarnacion, Midnight Lord 21, and Sean. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine, Austin Wimberly, Uchiha, and Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members, AZ Void, J Warrior, and Robbie Uchiha. And I'd like to give a big old thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Waki Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final gracious gargantuan thank you to our $100 That Guy with a Pencil tier patron, Calvin Elder.